Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in.
Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run on first down. Jefferson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Let's go! 6 yards. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Ready? Right. I got you. I got you. I got tight left. Even. 4 down. Even. Shift. What? Kill.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Texans 7, Patriots nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
On first down, Jefferson. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Check. Crunch. Yes!
On second down, Jefferson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
We got 6 all day.
Will Fuller there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Saquon Barkley, 65 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole Better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Let's go now. 70 and
Single. I got one.
Right here.
Check nine.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
All day, baby, all day. Shoot. You got tight right there. Alert flare.
A gain there of 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Rush in. Kill. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hayward. Check 31. Check 26.
Saquon Barkley running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 3. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shift. Watch the shift.
Barkley. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Watch twins. Check four.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll drop to throw. He's letting this one. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
First down, Houston.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping.
Protein spill.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Jim. Check 37. Whip. Watch the whip.
On 2nd down now, Jefferson, and he gets it down to the 32. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Watch the pass. Leo.
Watch the twit. Watch the twit. Check 50. 55's my guy.
Ready, go. Run.
On first down, Foreman. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's get it. Hold.
Ready, go.
On 2nd down, Jefferson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This one from 35 yards away. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this? And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Everyone got 4. Let's go.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Tighten up. 61. Match up. Right. Shoot.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. He may try and run for this. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. A solid chunk of 11 yards there on the keeper. But 4th down now. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 51 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check. Charlie. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Ready, break.
He'll drop to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on 1st down. Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check. Hey, switch gears.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You got nothing. You're out. Bravo. 36. What happened?
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Vincent Smith. 35 yards, and the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Jackson. Open man is Higgins. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
We got 4.
Hey, number 28.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Now he'll let it go deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. 68 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Back now in Foxborough. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Tie it right. 4 down. Switch.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Texans.
Back to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And the Texans first down.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
80 weapon.
They'll set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You think you gonna get this? Shit. Check 43.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here we go. 50. Clear.
Check.
H3, 218. Chopper. Hard. Alpha. Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Complete to Bryant. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Kill. 22 jet bomber.
Watch the safety creep.
Jet. Go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Wrong. Get wrong. Mike, 55. Right there.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now back to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Let's go now. 70 in.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Yes.
Check. Check 99. Check 90.
Go.
On first down, Jefferson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Patriots' 26-yard line.
Ready.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hustle run.
61. Matchbox. Light.
Check
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Check 3, check. Ready. Now. He's coming to you,
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words: make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship game. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work.